Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see how to write data to the CSV files as well as how to read data from CSV files. So here in Python there is inbuilt module is there. The module name is CSV module. So which one is already pre-existing. Doesn't need to install by using the pip command. Now this module should be imported, and after importing that you have to create the file object like an normal files. So by calling the open function, here you can give the file name stud.csv. See, within this file I want to store the data. Now here I am going to write the data, so that's why I have to open the file in write mode. So this is the way you can you can create the file object. After that, for performing the write operation, we have to create one writer object. So that can be done wb equal to csv.writer. This function should be called, which is available in CSV module, and within that you have to pass the file object as the parameter. So like this you can create the object. Now by using the wb object you can start writing data to the CSV files instead of doing directly. Now for suppose here I am writing wb dot write row, means one row will be added. So here I have to give the data. So generally we will give the data in the form of lists. So assume that I am giving the data Anil and his age is 15 and marks are 56. So I am keeping the data in the form of a list. So by calling the write row function you can add one row in the CSV file. So in that row Anil will go for the first column, 15 will go for second column, 56 will go for the third column. So after finishing that, at the end you have to close the file object ob.close. And here if the above write row function has been executed successfully, you can give one print statement uploaded data successfully. Now so here one more important point is that here we are opening the file in the write mode, so that if the file is not available, new file will be created. If file is already there, its contents will be erased and it starts writing data from the beginning. So this is the way you can write a program. Let's test it how it's working. So now save the program and run. So it is showing the message uploaded data successfully, means whenever this last statement is executing successfully means all the earlier statements are executed perfectly. So here what is the file name I have used for storing the data? Stud. So simply double click on that file. So here if you carefully observe that Anil is stored in the first column, 15 is in the second column, 56 is in the third column. Now for suppose if I want to add one more row, so what I can do, simply you have to call the write row function one more time. So write row, and again you have to give the data. Here I am giving Ravi, age is 16, marks are 62. I have given like this. Now again run this program and check. So again it has uploaded successfully, means there are no errors in the program. So open the stud file. So here if you carefully observe that Anil and Ravi, but in between one space is coming. So for removing the space, you have to give one more parameter while opening the file. So that parameter is new line equal to, it should be space by default. So now run this program and check. Now in between the rows, it will not give any space. It will give the data in the continuous manner. Now if you carefully observe that, so what are the list we are giving? The first list item will going on the first row. Second list item is coming on the second column. Third list item is coming on the third column, and so on. In this order data will go. Now for every write row function, data will go to the next row. For suppose whenever I am calling the first write row function, here I call the write row function first time, then it is available in the first row of the sheet, then it is on the second row. Now for suppose if you want to keep any headings, so for that how you can do? So for this, for headings create one dummy list, or else you can directly write. So here I want to keep a heading. What is the first thing? Name, and second item is age, third item is marks. So this is also called as a list. Now here I want to keep this heading at the top. So before all the data, so now call the write row function, and within that pass that list as the head. Now run this. Now run this and check. It has uploaded successfully, no errors. Now if you open that, see this one at the top heading is there, name, age, marks, and within that, after that data has been started. Now this is the way you can keep the data in the CSV files. Now for suppose here I want to read 10 students data and I want to write same data to the CSV file. So how I can write? So for this you have to keep this writer function in a loop. So how it can be done? Simply for suppose take an value from the user. How many users data you want to write? Input, enter number of students. That thing should be taken from the user first. After taking that, you have to run the loop for that many number of times for k in range of n. So you have to first, what you have to do is first you have to read the name, age and marks of n students. Immediately you have to write to the CSV file after every student. So assume that I am reading the data. First name, input, enter name. So now I have to read the age also. Age input, enter age. Next, and next thing, marks. You can call the input function, enter marks. So after that what you have to do is you have to write this data to the CSV file. How it can be done? wb dot write row. So here you are reading in the form of list, name comma age comma marks. Yeah. Now here for k equal to 0, it reads name, age and marks for one student and the data will be written to the CSV file. After that k value will become 1. Then again it reads the data for the second student. Again that will be written to the file. Then k value becomes 2. Again it starts reading the data and it will return to the file. So this is the way it can continuously read the data and for n number of students. And after reading every student data will be immediately written to the file. So let us see whether it is working correctly or not. Let's run this program. Yeah, it asks me to enter the number of students. I entered the 5. So now I am entering the name as Daniel. Age is 14. Marks are 54. Now second student Varun and 64. So here I added the 5 students data and all the 5 students data has been uploaded to the file successfully. So now let's open the file and check whether the data has been uploaded successfully or not. Understood? See this one. So what are the data I entered there? Same data has been uploaded here in the same order. So this is the way you can read data from the user and you can upload to the CSV file. Now one more advantage of the CSV files is it occupies less space and it can be easily opened with the text files also. For suppose if you open with the notepad, so data will be directly available like. So this is the way you can write data to the CSV file. Now let us see how to read data from the CSV files. So here just now we have seen how to write data to the CSV file. Now we are going to see how to read data from CSV file. So here, say as usual, data from CSV file. So here as usual you have to open the CSV file from where you want to read the data and you have to keep the mode as the R because here you are performing a read operation from the CSV file. Now there you have created the writer object because you are performing write operation. So here you have to create the reader object because you are performing the read operation. So you have to call the reader function which is available in CSV module csv.reader reader for which file you are creating OP. So that should be created now. So what are the data it read that is available in the object RB. Now by using the for loop read the data from RB for k in RB or else you can write row in RB anything for row in RB. Now so it will take one row at a time from the CSV file and it will be written. It will be displayed. Print row. Yeah. And now run this program and check. See this one, name, age, marks, and these are the column headings are also visible. The big deal. So many things can be displayed like this. So this is the way you can perform the read operation from the CSV. So I hope that everyone is clear with this.